Hi, today I'm talking about setting boundaries. Well, this is a big topic, but to keep it short, boundaries are an inside job. If you are not being consistent with the rules and limits that you put on yourself, your children are going to learn that rules and limits mean nothing because you're not keeping to your own rules. So that's just remember always to start inside, start with yourself. And here I've written a few top tips for how to set boundaries. The first one is being clear. Even with older children, but especially little ones, specifically spell out what the rule is. Bedtime is for going to bed at 8 o'clock, or the tablet is only for using after we've had supper. So be very clear on what the actual boundary is. Otherwise, you can't expect them to follow it. The next one is be realistic. So always when you're setting a boundary, check in with yourself. Is this age appropriate? Is it realistic? Can this be achieved? Or is it just something that's more your wish and not developmentally easy for that child? Being just, this is about logical and purposeful. You know, if a rule, a boundary isn't just, isn't fair, then children are definitely not going to want to stick to it, and they definitely will tell you why they think it's not fair. So this is really looking at, does it serve a purpose? Is it fair and logical to understand? Remember, if you've been specific, then you can also easily explaining it logically will help a lot. And then being consistent. So many times we have a rule for one moment, but then it changes the next moment. And this is quite confusing to children, remembering that their brains are really learning through repetition. So really doing what you say here. If you say this is going to happen at this time, and that's the rule about it, then do your best to stick to that. And if you can't, let them know. The other one, especially for older children, is negotiate the rules and consequences together wherever possible. Because then they've got to buy in and they feel that somehow you've actually included them and they feel more important and more likely to get cooperation when the boundaries have been and the consequences have been negotiated. You'll be surprised sometimes the consequences that older children would give if they were a mother or father. So often you can just throw it right back at them. What would you do if you were a mom and this had happened and I'd given you that rule? And then, of course, flexibility. We have to be willing to be flexible with our boundaries. And for me, I think to sum up all of these boundary tips, the main concept in your head can be that boundaries are like the walls and the roof of a house. And you wouldn't feel very safe if you went home now and you had no roof and no walls. So yes, your children will push against the boundaries, but they are there to make a child feel safe and secure. Much more on boundaries in chapter 1 on my Parent Magic book, which is also available on our website. So I hope you enjoyed this one.